Hello, this is Gatha Goddess with GathaGoddessConfessions. Please remember to subscribe, to like the channel, and to share. Let's elevate. I'm sure that a lot of you have heard the term suck it up, Buttercup. Well, that's what this is about. Suck it up, Buttercup. Sometimes that's exactly what we have to do in our lives. We have to suck it up. What do I mean by that? At some point in your life, in our lives, we have to suck it up. You have to put your big girl panties on, or for the guys, put your big boy drawers on, and you just have to push. You just got to tough it out. You just got to go forward. What am I saying? There, as we well know, in life, there's times that crises, different things that we go through, they're going to hit you. Some of them will knock you down. Some of them will knock you out. Some of them will knock you flat. But what we have to do, there are times when we have to learn to suck it up and get up and deal with it. We cannot allow, especially as Christians, we cannot allow every hit to defeat us. We can't allow every hit to knock us down and render us helpless and knock us out. There has to be a time where we learn how to stand up, buck up, and pray through and get through it. I firmly believe that God allows us sometimes to go through things to see if we're going to trust him and stand on his word, or are we going to fall back? Are we going to get weak? Are we going to give up? Are we going to give in? Are we going to stop trying? Are we going to stop fighting? I'm just tired. I'm just worn out. I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. We've all been there before. But okay, so how long are you going to wallow? How long are you going to have that pity party? When are you going to get up, or are you going to get up? There has to be some time, at some point, we have to stop being a baby Christian, and we have to grow up and start eating meat, start having steak. You can't thrive on Gerber all your life. At some point, you have to grow up. You have to man up. You have to woman up. And when you get hit through things in life, sometimes you have to shut everything down, shut everybody out, anoint yourself with oil, and get on your knees and pray and stay in God's face and pray until things change. Period, point blank. I don't care how cliche it might sound, it is a truth. That being said, it is story time. I can tell my own story on this one. There was an incident some years ago where I was working, I was trying to get a full-time job. I was only working a temporary job, and I had been on unemployment, was trying to get temporary jobs where I could until I could find something full-time. And okay, so I did that, and then I was finally able to find something permanent full-time. Well, fast forward, okay, during the time I had been on unemployment, of course, for those of you who have been on unemployment, you understand that when you're on unemployment, you don't bring in as much money as your normal paycheck would. So I was making a lot less, and I had fallen behind on some mortgage payments. And even though, now I'm working a solid full-time job, permanent job, I'm trying to catch these payments up. Well, this mortgage company was acting crazy, and it's just like, well, they wouldn't accept partial payments or whatever. And, it didn't matter how much I explained, they kept saying all they would accept is the full amount, that I was behind. They wouldn't accept anything less. And, I'm going back and forth with them, back and forth with them. And then it finally got to a point where they wanted to foreclose on my home. I mean, it finally got to a point where the little pink slip thing, I came home from work one time and the little pink paper was on my front door. It had come down to that. And I was I was scared. I was frightened. I mean, I was facing possible foreclosure. And what did I do during this time? Yes, there were times that at night, I just cried and cried and cried. But then it finally got to a point where I sucked it up, Buttercup. I started praying just like I just told you. I prayed until I got that breakthrough. And there was one night I was laying in my bed and I was praying. And I got up out of the bed. I went into the living room. I got my Bible. I put my Bible on the floor and I stood on top of it. And I said, Lord, I am literally and figuratively standing on your word. Lord, you said stand on your word. I am standing. Having done all that I can do, I am standing on your word. And I literally stood on God's word. And God moved for me in that situation. God moved on my behalf. And that situation worked itself out, and I was able to keep my home. And again, I said that to say this. There are times when, yes, you may fall, you may falter, you may go through. That's life. There are times that you're going to get hit, and there are times that you will fall, and there are times that you will falter. But there's got to reach a point where the times that you stumble and fall are far and few, and the times that you stand tall are more prominent. It's got to be a point where you're just like, oh, I got hit. Okay, I got to pray a little harder. Ooh, got hit again over here. Got hit about this. Okay, let me get the oil. Let me anoint myself. Let me fast and pray. Ooh, okay, well let me give up this. Let me fast this. Let me do this. Okay, Lord, I need to pray a little bit harder. I need to stand on your word a little bit longer. I need to hang on in there. This is not the time to fall. This is not the time to falter. I might have stumbled a little bit, but I'm not falling. I'm not falling this time. God, I'm standing on your word. If you need to, do just like I did. Take God's word. Take that Bible, put that Bible in that floor and stand on it and proclaim that you are standing on God's word. Until next time, always remember to be true to you.